Good evening. My name is Justin Bliss, and this is my new show called Checking the Executive. For an introduction to who I am, I'm a member of the working class. My father was a computer technician. My mother was a receptionist. I have a degree in history, specializing in war and revolution in the early 20th century. I'm not a journalist by trade. I have never recorded a YouTube program before, so I hope you'll bear with me as you don't know me. As this is my first show, I will simply attempt to recap the first 2 weeks of the Trump administration. Shows following this one will have an in-depth analysis of the actions of the executive branch. However, due to the sheer volume of stories within the past 2 weeks, I will simply try to summarize the events that have occurred. The administration is working diligently and efficiently to undermine the U.S. economy and the federal government. Please keep in mind that this list is not an exhaustive list of everything that's transpired within the past 2 weeks. The Trump administration has pulled the U.S. out of the World Health Organization. Trump renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. However, this only shows in the United States. The federal government banned and then unbanned TikTok. On social media, hashtag Democrat and other left-leaning items were omitted from searches for a time. Elon Musk, a South African immigrant and emerald mine heir, used a Nazi salute twice at Trump's inauguration. President Trump removed the Spanish language section from the White House site. President Trump withdrew the United States from the Paris Climate Accord. Billionaire Michael Bloomberg has pledged to fund the UN in its place. Federal employees were emailed and told to name employees in the diversity, equity, and inclusion rules. Federal DEI staff were all placed on leave. Amazon CEO and modern-day feudal lord Jeffrey Bezos removed LGBTQ rights and equity for black people from Amazon corporate policies. Numerous other corporations have followed suit. President Trump attacked FEMA, stating that states should take care of their own problems. Elon Musk is the head of the new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, named after the formerly popular internet meme. This is factual information. The Trump administration directed all federal health agencies to pause communications. ICE raids have begun in earnest. One raid attempted to gain access to a Chicago elementary school, but were not allowed in. The White House stated that deportations have begun en masse using military aircraft. President Trump pardoned 1,500 January 6 rioters. President Trump ended Dr. Fauci's security detail. Tabloid journalist Pete Hegseth was confirmed as Secretary of Defense. President Trump repealed the Biden-era caps on prescription drug prices. President Trump fired several DOJ members who worked on the criminal investigation of President Trump. President Trump ends birthright citizenship, but that is currently being litigated as it's unconstitutional. The Patriot Front, a far-right terrorist organization, held a rally in D.C. Medicaid websites were taken down in all 50 states. All federal grants were paused, with no further communication as to what this meant. A federal abortion ban was introduced by Republican lawmakers in the House of Representatives. An American Airlines flight collided with a Black Hawk helicopter, which left no survivors. President Trump blamed the incident on DEI, and not his repeal of safety regulations concerning air traffic controllers. In response, air traffic controllers from SFO, which is in San Francisco, resigned en masse. President Trump appealed his felony conviction in the Stormy Daniels hush money case. A plane crashed in northeast Philadelphia. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt stated, "They want you to panic, but President Trump wants you to remember Jesus didn't have electricity either, and he did just fine. Jesus lived till about 33 years old." The Pentagon stripped General Mike Miley of security detail and clearance. Federal employees were told to remove pronouns from their email signatures by the end of the day. President Trump fired the director of the Consumer Protection Bureau. The White House Twitter account attacked singer and actress Selena Gomez for expressing empathy for people being deported by the administration. The T was removed from LGBT on federal websites. A very large collection of datasets were deleted from the Department of Energy, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and the EPA. President Trump opened 2 California dams and said he'd turn the water on. A veteran committed suicide by wrapping himself in a trans flag and jumped off the hospital in Syracuse. The Department of Justice website on January 6 rioters was taken down. A trade war has begun with China, Mexico, and Canada, with tariffs being imposed by all. President Trump confirmed that a Guantanamo Bay migrant detention facility was being built, allegedly being able to hold 30,000 migrants. A United Airlines plane caught fire at a Texas airport. Elon Musk gained access to all federal treasury payment systems. I am committing myself to documenting as much of this administration's actions as accurately as I possibly can. The simple reason being that a fascist government's biggest enemy is the truth. Truth that they vehemently deny, spin, and hide. They've been purging thousands of data sets from different federal organizations. A fascist state will use every outlet at their disposal to manipulate the information that the public receives. An informed populace is the biggest threat to a fascist regime. And I am an enemy of the current administration because I believe in the truth. I believe that Americans have a right to know what the government is doing and how it will affect them in their everyday lives. We're a nation of over 380 million people. We own the most powerful military that the world has ever seen. And bad actors are attempting to manipulate us at every turn using every possible technique. It is true that everybody has an angle, but I can tell you that my only angle is to keep you informed. I don't have any corporate backers, I don't have any sponsors, and I'm not beholden to either political party. I will stay as true to my beliefs as I can, and my love for this great nation will reflect in my show. Thank you, and good night.